Hey Sean, here is your dad's 6309. It's a non-Suwa. It's from January 1984. Um, it's cool. I People get so sick of me saying that. You know what? They're all cool, but they're always cool for different reasons. This is a late 6309. It's non-Suwa. The movement looks bright. It was bare to open. This is Today's the day of evaluations, and the watches I've had to evaluate for the most part seem to be original ones that haven't been opened. This one certainly hasn't. It is not visibly worn that I can see. The thing I always check for, of course, is the lower arc report, and this one is wiggly. Wiggly. So that lower arc report's going to need repair. And thankfully I can do that. That shouldn't be a problem. Case has a little bit of wear, a little bit of wobby, but it also has a little bit of the frosted surface left around the tsunami, which is nice. As I always say, I like the non-Suwas. I like all 6309s, but I like the non-Suwas. There's something about the movements, about the jeweling, because between the Suwas and the non-Suwas, they changed factories. And when they moved to the new factory, I don't think that they just moved the machines and started making them up again. They went, I think, to they changed something, because the non-Suwa movements are just, they're better. I get consistently better numbers out of them. They take rebuilds better. I don't know why, but they just do. I wish I had an answer for that, but I don't. They're good movements. This one is not happy. It is extremely gluey and is running extremely rough. The mainspring feels like it's full of old grease nastiness. It's very hard to wind up, so a lot of power is getting sucked up there, and you can see it's not running great. I can't even really get numbers off of it. That doesn't mean much. I wouldn't worry too much about it. It just desperately needs service. Desperately needs service. But that's fine. I'm very, very glad that you sent it in. I see that you're wearing it on a new bracelet. Watch like this in this condition absolutely needs service. But once it is serviced, it'll be wonderful. It'll be wonderful. It'll be good for years and years and years to come. Okay, let's talk cosmetics. Here's the fun part. Look at the dial in the hands. And this, because the light in here, the dial text looks green. It's not. It's still sort of a brassy orange. And the lume is perfect. The dial's a little scratched up and has some marks on the insert, but gosh, it's just an honest watch. It's so nice to see them like this. Always interesting. I wish I knew something about Seiko's manufacturing things. Their day wheels, sometimes they have this sort of pinkish iridescent hue to it, as this one does. Anyway, it's nice. I always like to push the non-Suwas. They used to get sort of not a bad rep, but collectors used to sort of stick their noses up in the air a little bit at them. They said, "Oh, well, Suwas are better." The earlier ones, I don't. A 6309 is a 6309, and they're good for different reasons, and they're great for different reasons. I love the non-Suwas. I think they're wonderful. I think they have great symmetry. And there's something to love in all of them. And they're all good, honest, decent Seikos. But anyway, this is a nice watch. It needs a service. It's going to need that lower arc report repair. It needs a case rebuild, I'm sure, because the seal, the case back seal anyway, was garbage, and the crown feels kind of loose, which usually indicates that the seal is not holding. I don't think it's ever been messed with. It's a good watch, though. So, thank you for sending it in. Let's get it in for service. You think about that, and let's get it all handled for you. Okay. Thank you much.